Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today, as you can see, I have something new to test out. Now, I have just picked up this after a lot of research and wanting something like this for a long time. So yeah, I've got myself a car dryer, I guess you'd call it. I was originally just going to buy a pet dryer, but seeing that it had a short power cord, they were around $100, and after watching some reviews, comparing them to an actual dedicated car dryer, they weren't very powerful. While they may be fine on a ceramic coated car like this one, I just want something that has a long cord, a long hose, it's ready to go. So yeah, I did a bit of research, went between the BLO and the Big Boy. Ended up going with the BLO Air GT, as you can see. So don't mind the mangled box. I did actually open it up to make sure everything was there before trying to put it back and kind of butchering it. But yeah, so this is what I went with for a few reasons. Firstly, price. This one I actually got on sale, but this one retails at $500. I do see sales pop up occasionally. So I got this from Car Care Products. It was actually $400. So absolute bargain. This is the top model that they make. So this is, yeah, they have the RS, they have the small one, I can't remember what that's called, and the GT, which is the big model. In the Big Boy equivalent, that would be the Big Boy Pro Plus, I believe. I just did another quick search. I didn't think they were as much, but I think they've gone up in price because they have added more features. But they are actually now $750 at the detail store, which you can also get the BLO Air GT from. So this at $400 versus, it was $750, sorry. And pretty similar specs. So close to double the price. So this one is, as you can see the side there, 2800 watts with using, at full power. It comes with an 8-meter long hose, which expands as you turn it on. And yeah, it compared to the Big Boy, I think was twin 1600 watt motors. So you end up at 3200, this at 2800. And it has a 9-meter hose now, this one with the 8-meter. And otherwise very similar. They have filtered air, filtered warm air, and both will do a great job. But just at the price that I could get this for, the $400, I could not pass that up. So let's open this up, take a look, and we're also going to test it out. So to do that, I'm just going to have to quickly wash this car. But yeah, so as I said, I already opened it, made sure everything was in there. So we have this really long hose. So it's 8 meters long, but when I did watch some reviews of this, it expands out a lot past 8 meters. We also have 2 different tips that you add onto the hose. So I have to work out which one of these, or when I use which, I guess. Most people I've seen in videos were using this rounded one. So yeah, and also the hose itself, it's an annoying sound. Hose itself has this rubber tip. I think you could just use it like this, I guess. But yeah, then you can put either one of those 2 on there. But yeah, rubber grip, feels really nice. And it's got a bit of weight to it, this hose. It's not really flimsy and light. So let's just grab the unit out itself. So, another reason why I went with this one over, say, not comparing it to the much more expensive top model of the Big Boy. So Big Boy do offer smaller models as well. The reason why I like this one a lot, it comes with wheels already attached, and they have brakes on them, so you can easily put the brakes on and it won't really go anywhere, or yeah, turn them off and be able to wheel it around the car. I don't think we're gonna have to move it much because this hose is quite long. Also has like I think it's a 5-meter cord, which is plenty. If I need to use an extension cord, I can. The main thing I was worried about was having a long hose. So the Big Boy Mini didn't come with wheels, so yeah, it's an add-on. Didn't come with as long enough hose, which is also an add-on. So you end up spending more, as much or more than what this Air GT cost. So that's why I went with that. But yeah, so that's basically the unboxing. There's not much to it. So what I'll do is I'll wash this car, I'll bring it back in, we'll turn this on and we'll go over it and yeah, see how it works. All right guys, as you can see, I've got the car washed and it's, yeah, nice and wet. So normally what I do is I sheet the water off before drying and I use a leaf blower to help drying generally. So for this, I've decided I'm not going to sheet it off, so the car is just covered in beads still. There's no, yeah, it's not been thoroughly dried by just running water over it, which I normally do because that gets a large percentage of the water off. So I thought for the proper test of this, let's just have it, rinse the soap off and just drive it straight in the garage. So yeah, with that said, let's get this thing set up. So we'll plug the power in. Sorry about the camera angle. Oh, accidentally had already flicked that on when I was playing around with it. So, and we'll also plug our hose in. So go in and turn, lock it in. So there we go. What I want to do first, so I'm going to put the machine at the back of the garage or even outside and extend the hose all the way out and then turn it on and just see how much the hose expands. So it's 8 meters like this. Let's see how much longer we get out of it. Hopefully this doesn't go flying everywhere. It probably will. So I might need to be careful, but let's just try that firstly. So if we put this here, lock one of the wheels, and then we drag our cord. Oh, got a bit of a tangle in it. Okay, so it doesn't seem to be 8 meters normally. It must be 8 meters when it's turned on. So I'm going to quickly turn it on. It's on about mid-strength. I'm just going to grab the end of the hose and just see how much further it goes. So to do that, I might need to just bring this back a little bit further. So we're back from the garage about that far. Okay, so I'm going to turn it up to max, turn it on and see how far it goes. Okay, so it's quite loud when you try and pull the hose rod out. Let's test it out now. So put this attachment on. Sorry, kind of hard to do with one hand. Just want to try this one first. Bring it back inside as well. I might start off, let's just get this boot here, this wing in the boot area. Okay, so kind of awkward to hold the camera and hold the hose because I was trying to drag it against the car and sort of scratch. So it would be obviously easier if you just held it with one hand and held the hose, like the cord back, with your other hand basically. But yeah, this thing is powerful. So I ended up not doing the best job because yeah, I couldn't get underneath the wing without using my other hand to hold the hose. But it just, you can easily just drive this whole car like this. Yeah, super easy to get up into the tail light areas. So I'll obviously go back over it a little bit more. But yeah, that is powerful. That is so much better than just using my leaf blower. And the wheels just, I didn't really clean these properly, so they're still dirty, but just blew the water straight off. So yeah, I think let's go over and do the bonnet now. Nice easy flat surface, and I might get the other camera set up so that you guys can sort of see. And yeah, let's check this one out. Okay, so yeah, hopefully you guys could see that in the other camera. Still held my GoPro in my hand, but I just stood basically behind the camera over here, and it blew off pretty much all the water. Left a few drops over here, but basically got the whole bonnet. So yeah, I think you could dry your car pretty quickly with this, just using this, and maybe just coming back with a towel for any areas that sort of keep dripping. Yeah, I'm really impressed with this. I'm going to just go around the rest of the car and yeah, just quickly pick the camera back up and show you guys how it looks, what it left behind, if anything, and just give you an idea of how it was to do the rest of the car, like off camera, using both hands. Okay guys, so I just finished going around the car. Now, this is my first thoughts after using it. So just quickly, I left it right there around the front door area of the car and actually grabbed the hose. I came back around to the back of the car and ended up going all the way around the tires here, and was basically doing the other side of the bonnet. I couldn't quite reach this corner of the front bumper, but obviously I could have just put it around the other way. But yeah, basically sat there at the front door on the other side. I could reach right down to here. So yeah, the hose definitely expands enough. 8 meters is plenty. The 9 meters, I guess, comes with the big boy, would mean I would be able to get to here. But really, if you just sat the hose at the front of the car, you'd be able to go around either side fine. And so how did it do? I actually had it on full volume when I was filming, like full power. It's probably too much. I ended up turning it down just a little bit, just because this car's coated. I didn't need that much power. The water blows off, you know, I put it on about half and made it a little bit quieter, and yeah, it did well. One thing I'd probably do is clean the windows with the microfiber first. So I do have some water spotting on these. I think that was already on the car. I didn't actually clean the windows. So I don't have any water spotting from the warm air blowing onto the paint that I've noticed. So it was very quick. Once I put the camera down and just went around and did the roof and this whole side of the car, it's super quick. Like, it does not take much to dry the car. And yeah, you probably would still, grab a towel. So I went over the glass, the windscreen, because yeah, I just felt it's going to be easier for me rather than then blowing, or start off on this, I guess. But because I did the roof after I'd done the bonnet, I was blowing a lot of water down to the windscreen. So I just didn't want to then try and blow all that off. So I just grabbed my drying towel and just quickly wiped that. And yeah, so that's basically how I drive the car. I haven't touched the towel other than the windscreen. There's a few little drops, which, you know, obviously some right here I can see on the side skirt. I can just turn the dryer back on and just blow those off. I'm actually about to head out in this car anyway. They will just blow straight off as soon as I drive anyway, so there's no need. But yeah, I mean, there's my first use of it. So I gotta say, I didn't even actually end up grabbing this one. So maybe this would have been a better option in some spots. I just started off with that one and then just kept it. But yeah, they do have nice rubber at the end. So it's plastic here, rubber tips. So I mean, you're still gonna damage your paint if you scratch it with rubber, but it's not gonna be as bad as sort of sharp plastic, I guess. But yeah, I didn't even try this nozzle out. I didn't try it with no nozzle. I just used this sort of rounded one. And yeah, the rubber grip, really nice. Yeah, I really like this. I'm definitely happy I bought it. I'll take this, turn this brake off. So yeah, so it rolls easy. Basic controls, on and off, and the power dial. So yeah, max was where I started, and I went down to about there-ish, so just over halfway, and I probably could have gone down a bit more. So yeah, there's my, I guess, test and review, unboxing. Something a bit different, but this is something I have been wanting to buy for a long time, and was originally just going to buy a big boy from Repco, but went with the BLO after doing some research. Most people seem to use the big boys, but I just thought this on paper looked like a better option for me at a cheaper price. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with my choice, and it is quite small. So you know, like, there's my hand. It's not a huge machine. I kind of thought it was going to be bigger for once. I thought it was going to be like vacuum size. I'm really happy with how small it is, and it's pretty light. A couple of kilos, maybe, I don't know, 5 kilos or so. And yeah, it rolls easy on the wheels. Wonder if there's a wall mount solution for it. I know there is for the big boy. I might look into that, because eventually when my garage is finished, I would probably like to hang this just on the wall. But yeah, so I won't keep rambling on. There's my thoughts. I definitely liked it. If you guys want to pick one up, unfortunately the sale where I picked mine up for is over, but if you keep an eye out, Car Care Products sell them, detail factory, detail store, whichever they're called, always forget. You can buy them in a few places, so just have a look, wait for another sale. 400 bucks I got this for. You can get the smaller version. Smaller version would probably do the job just as well. But yeah, so I'm going to end it there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you did, give it a thumbs up down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But with all that said, until next time, I'll catch you guys later.